Welcome, dear traders. This is the latest review of the US stock market by InstaForex. The winter holidays in the United States are over. However, the US stock market still has some holiday cheer left. This might lead to the final rally of the year 2022. US markets opened this week in a positive territory. All three major indexes advanced during the pre-market, with the index futures adding from 0.1% to 0.4%. Today, the S&P500 is expected to trade in the intraday corridor between 3,800 and 3,920 points. The final trading week of 2022 might slightly brighten the situation in the stock market after a harrowing year for equities. The latest reports from China have sparked optimism among traders. According to China's National Health Commission, inbound travelers will not be required to stay in a quarantine on average starting on January 8. Market participants have regarded this statement as proof of China's resolve to reopen its economy despite a massive outbreak currently raging in the country. Analysts note that economic activity in most major cities may bounce back quickly, which is a positive factor for investors. The reopening of China also means a resurgence of tourism will follow, which will boost consumer and service sectors beyond China's borders. As a result, stock indexes and commodities surged early on Tuesday, but lost steam by the start of the US session. Positive news from the world's second-largest economy can boost equities, but much will depend on the US economy. Before the opening bell in the United States, investors examined the latest retail sales data by MasterCard. According to a report by the payment system, retail sales in the United States increased by 7.6% this holiday season, running from November 1 through December 24. And the company expected sales to rise by 7.1%. Major retailers such as Amazon and Walmart offered huge discounts to sell off excess inventory. Demand for many categories of goods, ranging from toys to consumer electronics, skyrocketed in the period between Thanksgiving Day and Cyber Monday. However, sales of electronics declined by 5.3% over the past 2 months, MasterCard reported. The payment systems report noted that holiday retail sales growth were lower this year compared to last year's 8.5% increase, as high inflation, rising interest rates, and the threat of recession made consumers more cautious. A broader report by the U.S. Census Bureau showed the following. Retail trade inventories in the United States, excluding automobiles and parts, decreased by 0.3% in November. It was the third consecutive month of decreases, while sale inventories rose by 1% in November from 0.6% in the previous months. U.S. trade balance data have surpassed market expectations. The U.S. trade deficit in goods narrowed to $83.3 billion in November from $98.8 billion in October, reaching the lowest level since December 2020. And today, the composite house price index will be released, which may also affect the sentiment of traders. Mega-cap stocks were mixed on Tuesday's pre-market trading, with the Apple, Amazon, Meta and Microsoft fluctuating between minus 0.27 to plus 0.39%, and the tech sector remained under pressure. including Tesla. Shares of the automaker lost 5% before the opening bell, following reports that the company shut down its main factory in China indefinitely. While today's session may end on a positive note, it remains uncertain that equities could move upwards. Early on Tuesday, the US dollar retreated against its counterparts in Australia and in New Zealand, which were boosted by China's reopening. However, the US dollar index reversed course shortly before the beginning of the US session, added 0.18% and reached 104.20. Today, the intraday corridor for the index is defined between 103.80 and 104.50. The greenback lost 0.06% against a basket of currencies and slid down to 104.04. The US dollar strongly rebounded afterward, clearly unwilling to give up its dominance in the market. The latest PCE data, which was released on Friday, indicated that US consumer spending remained unchanged, while inflation continued to decline. This increased expectations that the Fed may pivot away from its aggressive monetary tightening policy. The US dollar has historically performed poorly in the month of December, and this month is no exception. The Bank of Japan's policy adjustments and the loosening of quarantine measures in China have wind down on the greenback. There is good news for the US dollar, however. The US currency has advanced over the past 4 years. In January, analysts say the greenback may also surge in January 2023. The Canadian dollar has performed well this holiday season and rose against the US dollar. USD CAD decreased by 0.38% and traded near 1.3530. The trading corridor for the pair is seen between 1.3480 and 1.3560. The news from China pushed up crude oil prices, which reached a 3-week high early on Tuesday. China's demand for crude oil is expected to increase, which is great news for the oil refining sector. Oil prices were also supported by concerns about production cuts in Russia and supply disruptions caused by the winter storm in the United States. The snowstorm that paralyzed western New York over the Christmas weekend increased the price of crude, although trading was sluggish. Brent crude rose by 0.8% to $84.62 per barrel, while WTI gained 0.5% and advanced to $79.97 per barrel. Both benchmarks hit their highest level since December 5. The cryptocurrency market has remained sluggish amid muted trading. Bitcoin floated near $16,800 intraday, while altcoins such as Ethereum, Solana, Ripple and Litecoin fluctuated between -1.6% and +0.5%. While there are signs of increasing risk appetite, the crypto market is trying not to slide down into pessimism. There has been no significant news in the crypto sphere so far, and this year's events leave a little room for optimism. Assets are now holding at their previous levels as the traders hope that the situation will not deteriorate further. It's unlikely that the crypto market will surge upwards in the near future. At the start of the trading week, the leading cryptocurrency is expected to move between $16,600 and $17,200. Some macroeconomic data will only be released after the opening bell in the United States, which may affect the sentiment of traders. Furthermore, there might be increased volatility in the market amid lower trading volumes. This is how our analysts see the situation in the United States market on Tuesday. And we hope that you will find the perfect asset and the perfect entry point. The InstaForex team wishes you the best of luck. Until next time, see you tomorrow.